It's game night Monday. We've got a doubleheader on NBA TV. First, the Milwaukee Bucks are in Brooklyn to take on the Nets, having won 11 of their last 12 meetings, including the last 5 in a row. But the Nets are looking for a 10th straight home win. Backed by their all-star D'Angelo Russell. We've got a couple of all-stars for the Bucks as well, and we're going to be with you guys until tip-off. Hey everybody, welcome back into our NBA TV studios. It's Monday night, so it's game night. This is the Auto Trader pregame show. I'm Kristen Ledlow, alongside the 5-time NBA champion. I feel like we already did this, so it's like, do we need to welcome in? He's also the Sparks head coach, Derek Fisher. So it's like, we got to welcome in, because our all-star ensemble cast somehow has been improved upon as the Hall of Famer. Jason Kidd is welcome to the show. Now, J. Kidd played nearly 2 decades in the NBA. He burst onto the scene as the co-rookie of the year, alongside another Hall of Famer, our Grant Hill. He was selected to the All-Star team 10 times, the All-NBA first team 5 times, won a championship with the Mavs in 2011, was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame last fall. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'd take the 5-time champions. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Like 4 extra.
Funny, right? Like, I would take some of your list.
Right. And I'd take all of it. So
that's true.
Fair.
Welcome, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks are in Brooklyn to take on the Nets. They're looking to improve upon the best record in the NBA. Jason, you've coached both teams, but most recently, Giannis, what is it about his game that has now made him unstoppable is the right word, right?
He's a special human being on and off the floor. And what he does here, you know, when you look at the defense, he's going to put pressure on you. And he's gotten stronger. And the one thing he can do is finish. And so whenever that ball touches the paint, there's going to be 2 points. Here, you see he's going to back him down, turn baseline, sees the double team. He uses his length and his vision, and he finds a guy in the corner for a wide open 3.
Nice play.
Here it is. You got the wall. Toronto puts the wall. His job is to locate the defense. He sees Ibaka in the paint, fastball to the corner for another 3. He makes it easy.
Right. It's not just his scoring ability, it's his playmaking ability.
Well, he's a point guard in a 7-foot body.
Yeah.
And he's unselfish.
And you helped him make that transition as well. What did you see in him that said, this is a guy that can facilitate this offense?
Well, he's unselfish. That's his nature. And to be able to give him the ball, as a coach, made my job easier, because he's going to find guys, he's going to put the pressure on the defense. It's just a matter of making open shots, and the Milwaukee Bucks are doing that.
What have you seen, Derek, as you continue to watch him not just become this unstoppable player in the MVP conversation, but continue to somehow improve each season as well?
Yeah, I mean, what I would love to happen is for Jason to kind of show us how you helped him cut that light on in terms of being a point guard in the 7-footer's body.
I would love to show you.
That's what I'm picking up on, is how he's evolved as a playmaker.
Yes.
Where he's not just dominating, attacking for himself, but creating opportunities for others. So walk us through it if you can.
Well, when you talk about the transition, the defense is going to try to pick him up early and try to shade him one way. And here they're trying to shade him to the baseline. And you're taught defensively to understand to bring help.
Right.
And for the opponent to try to meet him outside the paint, because if he gets into the paint, it's going to be a layup. Yep. But what we've taught Giannis, or talked about with Giannis early on, is don't worry about the defender on the ball. I honestly look for the opposite guy and look for your teammate, because if the guy comes baseline with his height, he can throw over the top.
Right.
And then when you talk about earlier in the video, when you saw the 2 guys at the top, sitting in the middle, we call it the wall. They come, the wall, the easy play, because he's so unselfish, is just right here to the kick pass. And that's what makes him such a special person, is that he understands the game, and he's picked it up the game so fast.
Man, I'm also impressed physically, though, right? His body.
Right, because there's an element to that can't happen if he's not built the way that he's built.
Yes.
Well, it's a process. When you talked about early in the season, he would come across the paint, and then he'd take that bump, and he would end up going this way. As you can see this season, when he delivers the bump, he's going through the player to finish or get to the free throw line.
How does his playing the point guard, that offensive facilitator, how does that help the team defensively?
Well, just understanding his IQ. Being the point guard on the offensive end, now he understands what the point guard is trying to do on the other end. So he can anticipate what plays coming. He can help bail out a defender or his opponent or his teammate, and then understanding that it starts to break. And that's what makes him special, that he does everything. Even if he's not scoring, he's going to help rebound or block shots.
As we continue this MVP conversation, where is he? I mean, it's tough. He's got the best record in the NBA. He's putting up MVP-like numbers. Of course, James Harden would have a little something to say about that. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard would have a little something.
I mean, I'm going. To me, he's number one at the moment. James Harden's run has been historic, and I don't know if we'll ever see that type of run again. But there has to be a value that is placed on winning.
Well, that was part of what earned James Harden MVP honors last season over LeBron James, is that he was doing it in the Western Conference night in and night out and had the best team throughout the regular season.
I'm going to say he's number one. Harden is B, so could there be Co?
What, 1A, 1B?
Me and Grant did that.
Oh, yeah, right. I feel like you've done the Co thing for a minute. Why not?
It's cool. It's cool.
I think now it's mathematically impossible, the way the
way it's set up currently.
Oh, see, that was so long ago.
Conversation about it. Before
VHS tapes.
Well, what is that?
Black and white.
Well,